Hey, what's going on? So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a 3-month update review of my experience with the Beard Club's Advanced Growth Kit. If you haven't already seen the first video, I'll put a link for that down in the description. That was me doing an unboxing and talking about all the products that came with it. There'll also be a card up top right here. If you click that, you can add it to the queue to watch after this video, or you can jump to that and watch that right now. So in this video, I'm specifically going to be talking about what I like and what I don't like about these products and the Beard Club experience in general, as well as my beard growth. Did it actually work? So I can tell you right now that I've stopped my subscription. I put everything on hold. I think you have to do it for 6 months before you can get your money back guarantee. But there's a couple of reasons why I stopped the subscription. The first one was I was very confused because they sent me everything and I didn't realize they were gonna just send me everything again every month. So they sent me another beard oil, the beard growth spray, the shampoo, and the vitamins for the following month. And I was like, oh, I don't need more of these two things, right? So I put a hold on those. What I didn't realize was it was just putting a hold for that month. And then the following month, they sent me them again. And I still haven't finished the first one from January, and it's now April. I did finish the first growth spray, but I haven't finished the first growth oil. In fact, I'll jump to the growth oil right now. I really don't like the growth oil. I don't like the smell of it. I'm very sensitive to smell, and it's very powerful and smells like this, I don't even know how to describe it, this burning type of smell. And it's right in your face, so it goes right up your nose. And basically, I just don't like it. So I find myself not using it like you're supposed to. And to be honest, I don't shower every single day, so I don't do this stuff every single day. So I haven't been using this. I tried to do it every time I take a shower, but I was doing it pretty regularly for the first 2 months. And then I'd say I've done it like 50% of the time for the last month, mainly because I don't like the way this stuff smells. And I just was like over it. So now I have extras of these that I'm not going to use, so I got to get rid of those. So as far as the growth vitamin spray, I don't know if it's working or not. I mean, there's 4 different products at play, as well as the Derma Roller, so it's impossible to know which product is causing what. So yeah, I don't know. What I do know is that in the future, I will be using the growth spray. I will probably not be using the growth oil anymore, just because I can't stand the way that it smells. It bothers me. It gives me a slight headache, and I just don't like it. So anyway. All right, next up is the beard shampoo. I really like this. It doesn't say like growth shampoo or anything, so I don't think this is anything to do with the growing process. I just really like the way that this smells and the way that my beard feels after I use it. I don't feel like after I use this that it's like scratchy and that I need to go to an oil to feel like it's soft or something. In fact, I don't like the oils because then, I play with my beard a lot and then my hands get oily. It's hard to not use too much oil and also to use enough oil. And then it just stays wet. So again, I'm knocking on the beard oil. You could probably tell I'm just not happy with the beard oil. All right, onto the growth vitamins. I don't remember if I talked about it in the first video, but there was a lot of ingredients in the growth vitamins that I was already taking in another supplement. So I had to stop taking the other supplement and then buy another supplement to supplement the things that I was missing out of that supplement, which specifically, I'm on a vegan diet, so I don't get certain vitamins because I don't eat meat. So before the Beard Club, I was taking Hippo 7 Vegan Complete, and it has just like everything you need that you're just lacking in a vegan diet. So the big one in this is the vitamin B12. There's 1,000% of your daily value of vitamin B12 in this. And then in the growth vitamins, there's 1,042% of your daily value. So I would have been getting 2,000% of my daily value of B12 if I was taking both of them. So I stopped taking this. The problem is this has algae oil, which is omega-3, and I don't get that because I don't eat fish, mainly. So now I had to buy a vegan alternative for DHA and DPA omega-3s. And I don't know if the vitamins are helping me or not. So as soon as this is out and this is out, I'm going to go back to my original vitamins. All right, on to the Derma Roller. So now that I've been able to use this, the instructions were very unclear As you remember in the first video, I talked about it. They didn't really have much for instructions. It said to use once or twice a week, but not to use too much or you could cause an infection. So that made me go, well, I don't want an infection, so let me not use it too much. So I just decided to use it once a week. So every weekend I was going to use it. There were a couple weekends where I forgot to use it. I found it really difficult to use when my hair was long. It was impossible. It didn't get down to the skin. So about a month ago, I shaved my beard down pretty short so that I could get down to it. And it would, even in the spots that I had that were thin, when I would try to get it in there was just too much hair and it was hard to do it. Except for like down on my neck where there's like no hair on this side. That was easy to do. And then the other problem was they said to sterilize it or you were going to get an infection, but they didn't say what to sterilize it with or how often or give any instructions on that. So I did reach out to the Beard Club and they got back to me, told me to get isopropyl alcohol. So I got this off Amazon. I will put a link for this down in the description. It's not expensive and you just basically, it's hard to clean this thing because there's all these little spikes coming out of it. So what I do is I just kind of like, I got some liquid soap, I drip on there and I just kind of run my fingers on it a little bit and run it under water, get the soap off. And then I just quickly kind of like dab it on a towel to get it kind of dry and then spray it with the alcohol and let that dry. And then once that's dry, do my face and then spray it with alcohol again, let that dry, put it back in the case. Boom. Now, I don't know if this thing is working. I haven't showed you my beard yet. I'll get to that really soon, but I don't know if this thing is working at all. I don't know if any of this stuff is working at all. I haven't noticed any bit of difference at all. I refer to this as snake oil to my girlfriend. If you're not familiar with that, it's basically just saying this is like these products that are tricking you into thinking they're going to do something that they're not. And I don't know, maybe they really do work, but I'm not seeing anything so far that would make me think that they're gonna like drastically improve my hair growth. So after 3 months of doing it, I'm not like super big into maintenance for my appearance. Like this is a lot of work for me to like do all this stuff just for my beard. And to me, the cost of what I'm doing doesn't seem like the payout is worth it, if that makes sense. Okay, onto the beard brush. Beard brush works pretty good. It's very stiff. It's almost too stiff. I actually have a brush, I have no idea where I got this one from, that is just a little bit softer and it doesn't hurt my skin as much. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I have something to compare it to and I prefer my old brush over my new brush, but I have been using this one exclusively for the last 3 months. But I'm going to go back to my old one, I think. All right, now for the part that you all probably want to see and know about. Did my beard grow at all? And I would say no. I don't know if it helped it grow faster or made it more healthy or less split ends or anything like that. I'm assuming it probably did, but I don't really pay attention to, I don't like cut off a hair and inspect it to see if it has split ends. It's not like it's long enough that I can see it or anything. I don't like get up in the mirror and inspect it. So I don't really know as far as the health of the beard goes. So it's, again, like kind of an arbitrary thing. How would you really know? But what I can say is, as far as my beard growth, the patchy spots and stuff like that, it hasn't grown it at all. So let me zoom in and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so on this one side, right here, I don't grow anything, kind of super patchy. It's hard to tell. That did not grow in at all. Down on my neck, I've got a big spot here, a big patch that doesn't grow in. Another patch here. And I let this kind of grow in just so I could do this video and show you that it's not growing in. And then it's always really thin here and here and here. And I haven't seen really any improvement in that. And then on this side, I've got kind of a similar thing. It's very thin in here, and that didn't grow in. And then same thing right here. I always grew hair on this side and not much on this side. And there is some, but it's not an improvement at all. And then same thing here. I grow in pretty much fully right in here, but thin. And then over here, there's a big chunk missing, and I didn't see an improvement in there. So yeah, I don't see any improvement. I know it's only been 3 months, but it's also been 3 months. And to see nothing after 3 months, it's kind of an expensive investment, and I don't really know if I want to keep doing it. To be honest, I'm annoyed that I have to do this every weekend and do that whole process with sterilizing it. It's kind of a pain. And then to do the spray and the oil and everything every time I get out of the shower, I'm not really into that. And then since I don't shower every day, I'm supposed to use the oil every day and the spray anyway, and I definitely don't do that. So I think it's best for me to just quit because I can't be consistent with using the products. And that's my own fault. It's not a failure on the products necessarily. I know that there's a human factor involved here and that I am not able to do it properly. Therefore, I don't think it's working the way it might if I did it every day. So I will never know because I am impossible. It's impossible for me. I'm just not built that way. All right, so I'm sorry that wasn't like, yes, this is great and it worked, but that's just my experience. And as I said, it's probably partially or mostly because I'm inconsistent with it. But I did really like the beard shampoo, so it's not a complete waste, I guess. So there is that. I will probably be continuing to use the Derma Roller and the spray, as I said, just to see if this stuff works. And I do still have a full month of this vitamins left. So I'm going to try it for another month and then switch back to my other vitamins, like I said. And yeah, we'll see. So I probably will not be doing a follow-up unless I have like results that I think I should share with you. Like all of a sudden it started working. In that case, I will make a follow-up video. So if you want to see that, on the slim chance that it comes out, you can subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. That way you can be notified when I release new videos. So if you like this video in particular, give it a thumbs up down below and leave me a comment. Let me know, maybe you've tried this stuff and it worked really great for you, or you've had not great results. I would really like to know. And before I go, quick shout out to my top patrons on Patreon. Thank you, Diana Markowitz, Trisha Wagner, and Kate Ramani. I appreciate your continued support. If you want to join my Patreon, there's a link down in the description. It's patreon.com/Nick Borsellino. And by joining my Patreon, you help support funding all of this stuff that I do here on YouTube and my photography and my other stuff, all my creative interests. So if you want to learn more about that, go to the Patreon. You can also go to my website, nickborsellino.com, to learn more about what I do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.